Hi there, thanks to everybody who was involved in this project in remixing I Wish I Was a Punk Rocker. Thank you to all the producers at Startup who got involved in this. And so far I've heard some fantastic songs, some fantastic versions, so good luck to everybody, and I can't wait to go through them all and have a good old listen. I think they're really great. I think that it seems like they're very experimental. I heard a bossa nova, I heard a dance remix, I heard a kind of punk version. So yeah, they seem to be very mixed and of very good quality, and the works in terms of remixing pretty good. Yeah. I think that really just what grabbed my attention, I guess, and I think first listens, like first impressions, are always quite important. So the same thing with music, you know, it's sometimes it's about personal taste as well. But I think really just it's such an interesting song to remix because it's got no instruments, so you've kind of got a world of opportunity out there in terms of, you know, you can do like loads of different things with it because obviously there's like so much to fill. So I think just listening to, I like some of the melody changes and the way people have changed the my voice as well, you know, just to make it sound a bit different. So I don't know, really, just the overall impression I get of the first listens is probably what I'll go by, you know, gut feeling at the end of the day. I think that what I did was kind of a sign of the times, and I think had I lived in the 60s or the 70s where there wasn't media overkill and computers were scary, I would be doing gigs in bars or whatever, and A&R people from record companies would come and watch me because that's what you did back in that day. But you know, it's just what I did is the modern day version of that. But I mean, when I wrote that song, I felt like it was almost quite ironic that the reason I wrote it was from losing a mobile phone. So, and from losing a mobile phone, I felt really hurt, and I thought it was ridiculous that I could feel so isolated and hurt in a world with so many people, especially in a day and age where communication is so vast. I thought it was utterly ridiculous that I felt like this. So that's why I wrote that song, because I wanted to live in a time where I would never have been put in that situation. But you know, with regards to how the internet helped me, I guess there's always pros and cons to everything, and I just made use of the good things in it. You know, there's always a negative and a positive to everything, and although there are quite negative things about the fact that digital communication is actually maybe taking taking people's personalization away from them, at the same time you can use it in a very beneficial way. So I guess I was just demonstrating the goods and the bads of it. It depends on what song it is, and sometimes I can write a song in 20 minutes, or it might take me 3 weeks, you know, who knows. It's just, there is no real one way in which you do it, it's just kind of completely random. So in 48 hours you could write a multitude of songs, or you could write one line, you know. It's a complete it's just something that you can never predict, really. So hopefully I'll write a few songs in 2 days. There's going to be some touring going on at the beginning of next year. So at the minute we're in the middle of a UK tour, which is great. So and then at the beginning of next year, hopefully we're going to come over and do lots of European dates, as well as Japanese and American. So yeah, so there's going to be lots of live gigs going on at the beginning of next year.